Now you're live.
Okay, hello everybody. I'm going to change the tone a little bit. For those who don't know, I'm Hal Lohr, and I'm the chairman of the board of Independent California. Today, I am chairman of the board of Independent California, and I want to speak a little bit about the Unity Conference, where we started, and how I started. And I can't speak to some of the people who were at the conference who've had bad experiences. I haven't. So let me speak to you just for a brief bit of time about how I look at the Unity Conference, and how I look at Unity within the movement itself. I came to the California independence movement really out of the blue. I started out screaming at my television set. I was at home screaming at my television set. Yeah, now he's moving. He looks so much better.
Yes.
I was at home screaming at my television set, and I can tell you for an example what I was screaming about was I was screaming at Hillary Clinton, blowing her debate with Donald Trump, and I was yelling, "Honey, just turn around and hit him! Just turn around and hit him! He's sniffling up your back. Turn around and hit the guy. Something." I was just livid. And my wife goes, if you feel that strongly about it, why don't you go out and do something?
I love this story.
Why don't you just go out and do something about it? She may be regretting that decision now. Although she's enjoyed meeting everybody. She thinks everybody is fine people. She really had a good time at the conference. For me, that was 2015, 2016, just before the election. And California independence had been something in my heart for a long time. It's like my father and I talked about it from the time I was 12, which if you notice from the pictures, and like I was saying earlier, TV adds 25 years. I'm really much younger and thinner in real life. We've been talking about California independence for a long time. And all of a sudden, there is a big movement going on, that's coinciding with the election process. And it's, yes, California. Well, I got in contact, and I went down to a terrible little coffee shop in Long Beach, and I met up with a nice man named Don Sutton, and we sat and we talked and we laughed and we joked, and he handed me a T-shirt that was way too small that my son has now. And we started making plans for events, and one of the plans we had for was the march that coincided with Donald Trump's election. Now, I don't know if any of you remember that, but I'll tell you now. From a Unity standpoint, today I am Independent California. Then I was Yes California. And I'll tell you now, and I'll tell the people of Yes California, I never marched so proudly through 3 inches of water in those gutters, in a downpouring rain. Downpouring rain with my little California flag, protesting the election of Donald Trump. That first big protest. And I was a happy member, proud member of Yes California. Shortly after that, I was trying to get in touch with everybody, going, "So what's next? What do we do? Where did it happen?" It's like somebody went, "Well, hold on, wait a minute. Some stuff's happening, and by the way, here's a new T-shirt." And I got a California Freedom Coalition T-shirt. I never signed out of Yes California. I never decided those people were bad people. I just had another T-shirt. And suddenly we were doing booths. And the Women's March. And again, put on my shirt and proudly march, for those organizations. Still proud of what we did. And the people I met. I heard that the California National Party which put California's interest ahead of everything else, needed people. And all of a sudden, I was no longer a Democrat. I'm signing on the bottom line. Of course, I'm going to sign up for this. These guys need people, Californians. These people are for California independence. I'm signed on the bottom line. I am a proud card-carrying member of the California National Party. And then after that, it's like, oh, well, wait a minute. No, it's like down in Southern California now, we're going to be independent California. New T-shirt. New T-shirt. Ugh. I never had any bad experiences with California Freedom Coalition. We worked booths together. I met the people. They're terrific. The California people are terrific. The California National Party people I met at the Unity Conference, they're terrific. Independent California, great people. We're doing good things. From a unity standpoint, the only thing I can say, and the most important thing I can say, is that for many of us, I think, we never left. Hey, Daddy. We never left any individual organization. We still all are California independence movements. I'm still the same guy who slogged through, 3 inches of gutter water carrying my little flag, on that January morning in 2017. Still the same guy. For the movement to come back together, to accomplish the goals that we need to accomplish, we're going to need everybody. We're going to have to pull together. Let's see what's behind door number 2.
Door number 2.
All right, we're going to need to pull together. We're going to need to pull together. We're going to need to use everybody's talents. I have never met a group of people with more talents in more different directions than this. I think we are stronger now from a talent standpoint than we've ever been. The challenges facing us now, we've watched the Democratic Party, we've watched Trump talk, and through it all, we've watched nothing change. Now, my personal opinion goes back to Hillary Clinton losing a debate. I personally can't understand why a reasonably attractive bucket of fertilizer couldn't have beaten Donald Trump in any election that you'd care to name if America was a functioning country. Apparently it's not. The Senate's behavior this past week has proven that. They've proven that that the best we can hope for in the coming election will be gridlock. Gridlock is the best we can hope for. From a California standpoint, left or right, whoever wins, California will not benefit. The best we can hope for is to stay where we're at, to continue to be a donor state, to continue to have the homeless issues that we have, to continue to have to suffer through the immigration policies of this country, to still watch them as they favor fossil fuels, and to hear the never-ending drumbeat of war. These things, if we want to avoid them, we have to pull together. We have to be one. We have to work as a team, regardless of where we're at, regardless of our locations, geographically, or whether we agree or disagree on individual issues. So for me, I'm very happy that I was very pleased to see at this Unity conference everybody talking in the front and the nature of what can we do together was the running theme. It was wonderful meeting Theo. It was great talking to Mike Loeb. I have to say, I was utterly impressed with the fact that they said exactly what I'd come 300 miles to say. They were speaking our language before we even got there. We were all on the same page. If we can keep it that way, if we can work this through, I would love to see us sign a unity statement. I would love to see us working together. And I promise Independent California will work very hard with all of you to make these things happen. Thank you very much.